Unpacking the Buddha's Second Discourse. Episode 10. Is consciousness permanent or impermanent? First, what do we even mean by unpacking? We can define unpacking as the intense scrutiny of traditional Buddhist and Zen texts. A scrutiny that often breaks down the texts, sentence by sentence, term by term, and occasionally word by word. And why even unpack at all? Because not all of us have the opportunity to regularly engage with a living, breathing, enlightened teacher. Understanding that in the Zen tradition, it's this engagement that substitutes for the critical reading of the traditional texts. And so for those who don't have the opportunity to regularly engage with a living teacher, there must be a return to the traditional texts as teacher. And with that return is the understanding that the texts are best approached as sequences of riddles, or perhaps as sequences of landmines. And these riddles must be reconciled, these landmines cleared, if we are to truly make progress. Let's begin. Consider the following text excerpted from the Sutta, Characteristics of the Not-Self. At one time, the Buddha was staying near Varanasi, in the deer park at Isipatana. There, the Buddha addressed the group of 5 mendicants. "Mendicants, Venerable Sir," they replied. The Buddha said this: "What do you think, mendicants? Is consciousness permanent or impermanent?" "Impermanent, sir." "But if it's impermanent, is it suffering or happiness?" "Suffering, sir." "But if it's impermanent, suffering, and perishable, is it fit to be regarded thus?" "This is mine. I am this. This is myself." "No, sir." "So you should truly see any kind of consciousness at all, past, future, or present, internal or external, solid or subtle, inferior or superior, far or near, all consciousness, with right understanding. This is not mine. I am not this. This is not myself. And in aiding in the unpacking of this brief excerpt, we might consider a handful of questions. First, why does the Buddha first establish the impermanence of consciousness before asking whether it is suffering or happiness? What logical connection is being drawn? Next, how does the Buddha's teaching challenge the instinct to identify with consciousness? This is mine. I am this. This is myself. The text extends the analysis to past, future or present, internal or external, solid or subtle, inferior or superior, far or near. Why is this exhaustive framing significant for understanding the scope of impermanence? In what way does the Buddha's reasoning here connect to the broader Buddhist doctrine of anatta, not self? And finally, how might this discourse serve as a practical instruction for meditation, rather than just a philosophical statement? And so, we've gotten started on the Buddha's second discourse. More to come.